Right. We're now recording. Can you see me and Stav and the viewer?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Hi. I'm Lowell Joseph Gallin, and I'm here with Stav at the community garden in Abu Tor. The Hebrew name for Abu Tor is Givat Chananiya, Hill of the Priests. And our cameraman is Gidon, right? Gidon? And Gidon is 5 years old, and he's wearing a hat which says security on it. And usually when I do my interviews, Gidon, make sure you look in the viewer and you can always see me and Stav. That means we'll be in the interview. So usually I set it up on a tripod and I sit next to the people I interview, and I'm my own cameraman. This is perhaps one of the first times that I have a cameraman. And one of my first cameramen is 5. And his name is Gidon. Gidon, you want to say something for our viewers too? They can't see you, but they can hear you. Speechless. Okay, Gidon is our cameraman.
Hi.
Okay, just make sure
I am a cameraman, so here.
Just make sure you see me and Stav in the viewer. All right. So Stav, what can you tell our viewers about the community garden here in Givat Chananiya?
Oh, the garden is started with Yossi. Yossi started the garden.
Yossi who?
Yossi from Abu Tor.
Right, that's my neighbor Yossi, whose son years ago, Nadav, attempted to make a community garden. And that didn't last very long. It got vandalized. And now there's a group of volunteers from the neighborhood or other neighborhoods?
Yes. So the garden started by Yossi, and right now we have citizens who come to the garden and they're working. And I actually replaced someone that worked before. What I want is to have a special day to work with special education.
What do you mean by special education?
The garden replacing right near school for special education.
Right. Stav is saying that this community garden is right next to the Simon Rothschild Ben Yehuda School for kids with special needs.
Yes.
And do you mean that they would be this would be part of their schooling to invite them to work with us in the community garden?
Yes, that's what I'm attending to. So that's what I really want. This is kind of a dream.
Excuse me.
Yes,
what?
honey?
There's a red line in.
Yeah, that says REC, record. That's what you want to say. You want to see it, it's saying record. That means that we're being recorded. But that's a good question if you know what it means. You're on your way to your cameraman career at an early age. So you were saying about special needs kids.
Yes. So what I'm attending to is to have them for one special day. Right now I think it's Thursday. The kids will come.
Excuse me.
Yes, honey.
Yeah.
I need to go film some.
Oh, we'll be done in just a few minutes. And thank you very much for filming this, and I'll email you a copy.
Okay.
We got it up on the website.
Okay.
So special needs kids would work in the garden here. And that's your dream.
That's my dream, yes. That's my dream about this garden, and I always wanted to work with the communities with special needs. So I think what this would be really nice is to have him here for like right now we have this frame for the garden, and I'm very today we worked with kids that are about 10 or 10 to I think 13, and I always wanted, and it was very nice. You know,
the kids were 10 to 13 years old.
Yes.
Plus us adults.
Of course. I cannot walk alone, so the guides coming to the garden.
What you have in mind that we're going to plant here? I say we because I'm part of this community, and I'll also be hoeing and weeding and carrying stuff too.
And you are also invited. But what I want to plant here is natural, original plants. Plants that grow up in Israel originally,
Right.
and not plants who brought here. Native plants.
Species that are native to Israel. That's good. Mostly will be vegetables in the garden.
I want to have vegetables in the garden, but not always.
Any trees in mind to plant here?
Yes.
Primarily
Yes.
vegetables.
I think pomegranates.
Pomegranates.
I think Cameraman. Are you with us?
Good.
Good.
We're almost done
We're
with this
almost done,
first
honey.
interview. And what else would you like to tell our viewers about the community garden? Is there a community gardening movement in Israel of which we're part?
I think so. Most of the community gardens, like in Jerusalem, there's a lot of gardens. Ariella, how much?
42 community gardens.
Yes.
That's wonderful.
About 10 being founded.
My arm is tickling.
Wow.
May I hold it?
That's, Gidon or Gideon? Gidon says his arm got tired, and that should remind us, we're now reading through the book of Exodus when Moses goes after the Israelites go through the Red Sea with the battle with Amalek. He holds up, the tradition tells us, or no, the text says, when he held up his arm with a staff, so Israel prevailed. And when his arm got heavy, Amalek prevailed. So he had two assistants. One was Caleb, and the other was Joshua, if I'm not mistaken. And when Moses' arms got heavy, they lifted up both of them, and then Israel won. So Gidon, sorry about that. This is Gidon. Could we get, this is our cameraman down here. And I think it's Gidon's father, who is now the cameraman, and your name is?
Gregg.
Gregg. So Gidon's arms got a little bit tired.
Push a red button when you...
Okay. We want to thank all the community activists here, and Stav for agreeing to be interviewed, and Gregg for being the, I think it's called first unit director, as Gidon's assistant is our cameraman, and we wish a lot of hatzlacha, which is success in Hebrew, to community garden all over Jerusalem and Israel, so we continue to make the desert bloom, move from asphalt Zionism to community garden Zionism. Anyone want to add any comments, or if you want to, anyone, you can pan our other activists here. Anyone want to say anything for the camera? Just look at that.
Only if you have questions.
What?
If you have any questions.
Oh, I got a lot of questions, but
Maybe Gregg's hand's tired already.
okay. So I'll thank you very much for watching, and thanks to our activists for agreeing to be interviewed. And have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you. Now just press that. Thank you very much. That was really good. If you